Well, hello. This is our first list video. We're going to do our top 11 Radiohead songs, and starting right off the bat with number 11, which is Morning Bell.
We're including both Morning Bell Amnesiac and the Kid A version of Morning Bell in this because we couldn't really decide which one is better.
Yeah, basically. So first off, why it's in our top 11, how it fits so well in the album, and that goes for both versions really, but I mean especially the Kid A version with how it kind of, you know, transitions right from Idiotech, and how it really is kind of the final statement of the album.
And also it flows so well, super well into from Idiotech into it. Yeah. And also in the Amnesiac version, right when you start to lose interest in the album, it comes in and
with a really kind of jolting start too.
Yeah,
yeah,
and encapsulates your interest. Like you stay interested in the album until the end after that. So
yeah, they both have very distinctive moods, and they're kind of different from one another too.
Yeah,
this one's a lot more smooth, a lot more eerie, more subtle, with those strange shifts. The Morning Bell one, what do you say about that?
It's a lot more
the Amnesiac one.
Creepy, scary, hard hitting.
Yeah,
in your face.
The time signature change really does make a difference. The 4/4 versus the 5/4 here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So what makes you love this song?
Like both versions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all atmosphere. These songs really, for that whole Kid Amnesiac period, they kind of are some of the best like examples of how they were able to create atmospheres in the electronics and everything with the rock.
Yeah, I agree totally. And what makes it stand out?
What makes it stand out? For this one, it's definitely the percussion and that kind of post-rocky and very eerie build-up at the end. For the Amnesiac one, it's definitely those kind of like tonal shifts with the chord changes and the kind of like rattling percussion.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and for our number 10 spot, we have the song Present Tense from the new album A Moon-Shaped Pool. So tell us, why is it your favorite?
I really like the harmonizing and the vocals, and I don't usually like vocals in music, but yeah, they really stand out in this song. That's also what makes the song stand out in the album. And also the echoing vocals, you can just hear it here. Well, and also I like the acoustic guitars that they have. It really adds to the song.
The song has a lot of cool subtle changes that really kind of make it very different. So like it'll kind of have this kind of rhythm that's going on or whatever, and then later on with different verses they'll add more layers, and it really develops into something very pretty.
So yeah, what do you think of the other thing? Like, do you have any other notes on it?
I mean, I really gotta say, like, I used to know this song kind of from the old live performances. Tommy York playing a solo, where it'd just be acoustic guitar and singing vocals, whatever, with a lot of reverb on his vocals. It'd be really great. And this kind of kept that kind of mood and added the bossa nova rhythm and all the other layers, the choir, and it really developed into something really, really beautiful. I was really impressed when I first heard this when the album came out.
Yeah, and although this song is very accessible, I do think that it is still a very amazing song after many listens. So.
Yeah. Oh, and we should mention we saw them live in Madison Square Gardens a few weeks ago, and this was a real treat to hear them live. Yeah. Okay, and for number 9 on our list is the song Reckoner from In Rainbows. The song is so great because while it's really pretty chill, it's actually a pretty upbeat, fast song with a lot of energy.
Yeah. Also, it's quite experimental, and something that makes the song stand out is the percussion, as you can hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Percussion is like a bunch of like kind of like small rocks all falling on top of each other by some kind of beach or something like that. It's a really, really unique sound with all like the kind of layered cymbals and the shakers and everything. It's really cool.
And it really fits into the album. Yeah. Like the colors of this song are perfect for the In Rainbows.
The vocal performance is super unique, very kind of like choir-like, really, and very unique. Yeah, just like you don't really hear many bands that kind of do that kind of sound. Just
yeah, and the song's pretty jazzy too.
Yeah, pretty jazzy. It has the very nice muted guitar that kind of goes along with it. It kind of like Present Tense, it kind of develops and builds into something very nice with the strings and everything. It has a cool middle section going into a really awesome ending section. So yeah, very colorful song. One of the highlights on In Rainbows for me.
Yeah. Right. So as number 8, we have Pyramid Song from Amnesiac. This song is very special and sticks out from the album mostly because it's piano and its time signature.
Yeah, well, it is actually 4/4 time signature.
Oh yeah.
But it's very, very syncopated and it's hard to follow.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the song really great,
Yeah.
especially for repeated listens.
And also how all the instruments really, not just the vocals, they all harmonize perfectly, and yeah, it's just
Like the strings going along with the falsetto vocals,
Mhm.
the kind of like jazzy percussion, really great.
yeah, and it really fits in the album. It is kind of weird because yeah, it's like a very electronic song after another electronic song in the album.
And then this one's kind of in between, and it's like pretty organic sounding.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to Packed Like Sardines and Revolving Doors, which precede and come
Yeah.
after it. So
Yeah, this song does break up the album in a good way, and I think it does fit in the album because of the moods,
Oh, totally.
which are very like serious, kind of desperate, but
Yeah.
also very, very like passionate.
And it has this kind of like mythological kind of feel to it too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's like you're
flowing on the river Styx
yeah.
or something like that. It's really, really cool. Very kind of dark feel though still, you know what I mean?
yeah, very Stygian.
Yeah. For our number 7, we have the song Nice Dream from the Bends.
Yeah, and this song is very amazing because it's super chill while being very serious and kind of depressing. And the themes in the song are very exceptional.
Yeah. It really has the
yeah.
kind of 90s Radiohead sarcasm.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the kind of the nice dream being repeated over again. And just the lyrics in general are very kind of like, just sarcastic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I really like that about the song.
Yeah.
And this song really fits in the album because of the instrumentation is the same as the other songs, but they do it very differently than the other songs.
The guitar works great. It has the acoustic guitar going on to kind of add stability, I guess, to the song. Then also has like the great like kind of layered electric guitar as well.
Yeah, and the electric guitars kind of sound like strings, which just gives it a full sound. So.
Yeah. The whole song really kind of comes in just waves of sound, which is really nice. It's almost a shoegazy as you described it. And it has the very odd sounding middle part with the guitar solo that sounds a little discordant, but still really fits.
Yeah.
And then kind of the wind down at the end after that. Really, really great song.
Yeah.
How do you think it fits well into the structure of the Bends? The album?
I don't actually usually care about that in the Bends because each song is just very interesting, and I never lose interest in the album. So
I think that it works really well in the middle and kind of like is a little bit of a cool down song before 2 really, really intense songs. So
just and
admiring
admiring
them,
them.
yeah. So kind of works well. Okay, and number 6 is a pretty popular choice for a top list, Radiohead Songs, and that is Paranoid Android from OK Computer.
Yeah. You have to look at the album for that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. But yeah. But yeah, this song, it's very versatile, always changing. It always keeps your interest, and like right when you're getting into the jam of it, it changes, and then you're like, oh, this is interesting, and then you get into it, and then it changes. But yeah, the song is very amazing, and the themes and moods in it, profound. It's amazing.
Yeah, it has the kind of like for the first 2 or so minutes, it has this kind of like upbeat and very rhythmic section with those like bursts of like very, very layered and intricate sections with the "What's That" lyric, and then it shifts as a more like upbeat
It's
rock.
What's This?
Yeah, right. It's "What's This." And then it kind of shifts into the very, very intense rock part, and then kind of a more melancholic choir-led section, and then back into the rock before it ends. So really, really cool song.
Yeah, and it fits very well into the album because it's a very light blue song.
Light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a lot of emotions, different emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, very versatile.
Oh, and also the themes in this song fit into the album perfectly.
That's right, yeah.
So like about like a robot or whatever.
Oh, there's a lot of like disgust and stuff like that in this
Yeah.
song too, and anger, and frustration.
Yeah. Like shown by this part of this song.
Not that part. Yeah,
Not that
but coming up, the "You Don't Remember My Name" part.
Yeah.
As we got onto our top 5, we have "Everything in Its Right Place" from Kid A.
I'll get right into it. Okay, so this song, it sticks out of the album because,
It's the first song.
yeah, for one thing, and it's a lot like the second song, Kid A, except for the structure is way different. The synths change it a lot, but yeah, I like how it's a very robotic, kind of OK computery type of voices that they have, and
But with way different instrumentation though.
yeah, and also the voice is kind of suppressed and
Stretched.
Yeah,
and
stretched.
manipulated. It's very, very eerie. Pretty cool though.
yeah,
The thing for this song is it feels so short to me because there's so much going on, and it's just so engaging that like when it's over, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to start it over again. But then the next track starts in the album, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like one thing, it's a good kind of like introduction to Kid A. Like it totally puts you into the mood of Kid A, and it makes you want to listen to the whole album. At least
Yeah.
for me.
I agree. What are some moods in this song?
It's very like futuristic kind of sounding, very spacey, very atmospheric, very eerie.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Alien. Like those all really match.
Yeah.
The song. So yeah, and also I guess we should mention that the instruments used in this song are completely different than for the first 3 albums. So for someone who was just listening to this part of this side of Radiohead, going from the '90s side, it's probably a really crazy introduction. So
Yeah,
that makes the song even more really striking. I think.
yeah, I agree.
So number 4, we have Subterranean Homesick Alien from OK Computer. So one of your all-time favorite songs. So what do you say makes it so great?
It's so chill, and the guitars make it so chill, and it's amazing.
Yeah, the guitars, the Rhodes piano, I'm just assuming that's what they're using. Just the spacey atmosphere. Everything's great about this song, really. It's just kind of a nice, chill rock song. It's more straightforward than a lot of the songs on OK Computer, but that's not a detractor, really, from it.
No. This is a pretty accessible song, but it stays amazing, so.
Yeah, it's very memorable. Okay.
It fits really well in the album because usually, this is the 3rd track, right?
It is, yeah.
Usually the 3rd tracks are slower, more mellow,
Yeah,
chiller
like
songs.
mid-tempo, more chill
Yeah.
songs, yeah. And it works really well coming after Paranoid Android, which is pretty intense and a little bit all over the place. And this is more straightforward, just enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The next song on our list, number 3, is Dollars and Cents from Amnesiac. So let's get right into it.
Yeah. This is my all-time favorite, but we decided on an all-time favorite for both of us. This is my all-time favorite. Just because I love the mood. I love how experimental it is. I just love it overall as a song. It's amazing.
It's kind of dark, kind of jazzy, kind of eerie, versatile.
Yeah,
sound.
very versatile.
It has a very interesting structure. Definitely not verse-chorus in the slightest.
Yeah. It also has a very, very cool bass line.
Apparently
Very
it was
cool.
built out of a jam session, so you can
Yeah.
kind of tell. Yeah. Oh, the bass line is amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
very memorable. The drums as well.
And all the percussion just works together so perfectly.
It's kind of like Knives Out, but like Knives Out's pretty structured. This is like a more like loose and jam kind of Knives Out, really. So, yeah. Of course, so naturally it really fits on Amnesiac.
I also like the end part. It's just
Oh, like the
so
the
perfect.
repeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the theme of the song is amazing.
Yeah. And the lyrics on this song are very, very like incomprehensible. It's really hard to tell what he's singing about, but it really doesn't matter a lot for the song until the end when things become very clear with the line, we are the dollars and cents.
Yeah.
We are the pounds and what was it? Pounds and pence.
Yeah.
The mark and the yen. Yeah. So pretty eerie stuff. One of the best songs on Amnesiac for sure.
Yeah.
So number 2 on this list is my personal favorite Radiohead song, which is How to Disappear Completely on the
Kid A.
album Kid A. Some of the great things I love about this song. For one thing, the build-up is just incredible. With the string swells near the end, with the lines like the strobe lights and blown speakers, fireworks, and
I agree.
It's part amazing. In general, just how the song starts out very, very quiet and also more straightforward than the last few tracks, which have been very, very experimental. This one's kind of a little more normal. Then it builds up to something extremely beautiful. I love the dissonant string part at the end, where everything's kind of flying around. I love the little slide note, the 2 notes that kind of slide down that goes with the song.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think this is more of a stripped down, chiller, more eerie version of the last song, the previous song on this album.
Of National Anthem?
Yeah.
How?
They're very similar in structure, and
Both have pretty chaotic parts.
yeah, exactly. And also this song, they're just so similar.
But this doesn't have like that kind of repeating bass line or anything like
No, not really.
No. But still, yeah, I can see what you mean. They're both kind of very expansive songs that are very different and pretty emotional, just in kind of different ways. National Anthem's more chaotic. This one's just more serene, kind of despairing, but very beautiful. And finally, our number one song by Radiohead is Street Spirit Fade Out from the Bends.
Yeah.
So we kind of chose this as our combined favorite song.
The song is very green and brown to me. Very, very green. And the moods are very...
It's another pretty dark song, actually.
It is, but...
It has a really awesome guitar motif. Vocals that kind of just float over everything, kind of like a ghost.
Yeah.
Really while the vocals are amazing, actually, on this song, like a really stunning performance, they aren't really the main aspect of the song for me. The main aspect of the song is the guitars and how they're all kind of layered together.
Yeah, I really like this song because the guitars. I'm an avid fan of Death Note, the anime show, but these guitars in this song remind me like so accurately to what the music was in that show. So every time I listen to the song, I get nostalgia while also listening to an amazing song that I love. So,
yeah, really awesome closer for the Bends. Really kind of segues into the kind of sound that they'd have in OK Computer a little more. Yeah.
And now for our honorable mentions.
Yeah, so these ones we initially had on the list, but we had to shift them down a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I'll say a couple honorable mentions, then you can say a couple honorable mentions.
Okay, let's have two each.
Sure. So Weird Fish's Arpeggi from In Rainbows is definitely an honorable mention. I love how it builds up. I love how the guitars kind of all layer together, kind of like this. And it's a very nice, colorful song from that album, one of my favorites.
Yeah, for me, I'd say this is a hard one, but I'd say Bulletproof. I wish I was, because I love how chill it is. I love the themes. I love pretty much everything about it. Yeah. And I like how short it is. It compresses a great song into a short amount of time so that you can enjoy it more, I guess.
Another honorable mention for me would be Dex Dark from A Moon-Shaped Pool, one of my favorites from that album, and I think it was a really stunning track when I first listened to it, and it still has really stayed that way for me.
I think my second honorable mention is Life in a Glass House, which is the closer song to Amnesiac. And it's a really cool funeral jazz song. It's an amazing mood to it. Pretty dark, but also very, very, gripping song. But yeah. So.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So we have our top 11 plus 4 honorable mentions.
So 15 total,
Yeah.
which is bad because that's a round number.
Oh, well. So there we go.
I have another one. Okay, Boards of Canada's Dayvan Cowboy is another honor.
It's Dayvan.
Dayvan Cowboy. What is wrong with you? Okay, that's another honorable mention. So, see you later.